Welcome to the Golden Square Podcast with your hosts, Linda Scott and Sherilyn Fisher. Are you ready? Because we're starting now.
Hey,
Hello.
how are you today?
I'm wonderful.
Great. So, I, you know, ooh, I don't even know how to start with this right here because Dr. Brenda got a topic
Yeah.
today.
Oh yeah.
What
oh,
is
yeah.
it? The devil in a white coat.
She is so awesome. She is
Yeah,
so awesome.
I can't wait to speak with her about it because I was telling everybody though that they need to be in on this because they're going to be in for a surprise of
Really.
what this devil or who this devil is. That's right there. Who is the
Who
devil?
is she?
Yeah, so it's
So,
it's going to be amazing. I'm really excited about this one tonight.
so let's bring her on so everybody can find out who this devil is.
Okay. Okay.
I'm anxious to get
So
started today.
so I'm not sure. I think she's having difficult
Okay, I'm having some technical problems.
technical
Yeah.
difficult that
Technical
whatever
difficulties.
difficult problems that like
Yeah.
me in speaking.
Yes, in
But
Mississippi.
you know what? You know what? See, sometimes you
Only,
own your
only,
friend.
only. I'm
Sometimes you
sorry.
own your friends.
I'm sorry.
Then sometimes you just want to bust them right in the head. To the white meat too. To the white meat. Let's not go that far. But okay, so my Floridian accent gets me every now and then.
Yes, it
And
does.
then I'm trying to put the two together, Texas and Florida, and that don't go together.
That's not a good
That's not a
combination.
good match.
That's
Not at
definitely not
all.
a good
But
combination.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
So
So
how was your day? You asked me about mine. How was your day?
listen,
Did the
I need
internet throw you off?
it wasn't so much of the internet. What took place today was my doctor put me on some what do you call those? Um, some kind of pills to help me because I was having pains in my thigh and muscle relaxer. That's what it was.
Mm.
She put me on muscle relaxer and I could not unrelax. Let me say that. I couldn't get it together for nothing. I am just and then one of my friends said, well, go take a cool shower. I said, but I already had a shower. She said, no, but you took a warm shower, I'm sure, because I know you like to take hot showers. I'm like, yeah, but go take a cool shower and see does that help? And it did help a little bit. And I'm glad that I took her advice. But I'm still crazy. When I say crazy, I'm like, my body is too relaxed.
Relax more than your muscles, then, huh?
Yeah, it did. Well,
Yeah.
I can't take a whole lot of pills.
You can't take aspirin.
No, I can't. It holds me for months and days and days and months. So I can't wait for this to wear off. My leg just gonna have to hurt because I can't take those pills.
Well, maybe take a smaller dosage. Try a smaller
The
dosage.
pill is this little. It's a
Is
little
that little,
pill.
but little pills can have a high dosage.
Well,
So
I'm gonna have to tell her next week. I'm gonna have to tell
see
her.
what dosage they are, and
Yeah.
take a smaller dosage.
Right.
Yeah, because you can't be walking around in pain. That's not. That's
that's my problem right there. I tolerate pain a little too much. But oh my God, I can't wait to Doc get on. I can't wait.
Oh, is she back on? Is she?
No, once she get on, the producer will put her back on.
She's there. She's here. She's gonna put her on.
Okay, well let's put her on there. Let's go.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
We're
I'm
fine. How are
fine.
you?
I'm doing well.
Wait, I'm gonna go without
Okay, we having a little echo. Now we're having technical problems.
We're having an echo.
Dr. Brenda, can you turn off the other devices? Do you have any other devices on?
Just a moment. We're having some.
Okay, can you say something?
No, we're still getting that echo.
Still here.
Just a
All right.
moment. Okay, it's
We
off.
need everybody to hear everything she got.
Am I still echoing?
Turn yours down a little bit to see will that help.
A little bit.
Say something, Dr.
Yes. Mm-mm.
Okay, I can hear her better.
Is that better?
Yeah. We apologize. We know, man made it. So we don't necessarily mean that it's perfect.
What is it?
So,
Can you hear me well now?
yes, I
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear you, but there's still a little echo.
Okay. Maybe let me do something else. Okay, how about now?
Oh, that's perfect. Cheryl, say something.
Huh? Now, can you hear
Am
me?
I still echoing? How about
I think
you?
it's Cheryl.
No?
Speak now, Dr. Brenda.
Can you hear me now?
Keep speaking for us.
How was your day today? Can you hear me? This is an honor to be on this podcast to talk about my book.
Oh, and
How's
that's so
that?
great.
So what we'll have to do, Tim, is Dr. Brenda speak, everybody else is quiet. Can you mute yourself and speak?
I think it's Sherilyn. I think Sherilyn.
No, because my volume is totally down. I don't have any volume.
Okay.
Yeah, so when Dr. Brenda speaks, everybody else is muted.
I don't have any volume on. Can you hear me?
All right, how about now?
Okay, I hear you, Doc. It's clear for me.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. So listen. We apologize for whatever's going on. We don't even know. However, we have the beautiful Dr. Brenda Phillips Simmons here. And like Shirley and I was talking about in the beginning, we want to talk about that what'd she say? That devil in the white coat. So, but prior to discussing the devil in the white coat, Dr. Brenda, could you tell us a brief just tell our audience a little bit about you?
Well, all my life I've been helping the community, and it didn't stop in my 20s, working with the VA hospital as a candy striper, and then coming out and helping women of domestic violence at an early age. Um, it kind of stuck with me. It was my passion. At the age of 20, well, I was a young parent. I had my daughters early. So at 20 years old, I started college and, went to be in law enforcement and criminal justice for juvenile. Um, that's pretty much been my life story, is helping others and trying to help save the world. Um, I guess we could pretty much talk about how I became in this situation with the doctor. I ended up having some muscle spasms, and I went to see a doctor. The doctor that I went to see, he was just a regular orthopedic doctor. He wasn't a surgeon. And he told me that, this muscle spasm things are going to be fine. Well, you trust your doctors just like you do some of your priests and pastors, because those are the people that we expect to get us well or to help your mental health. But sometimes you have to take a second glance at who's telling you what to do and when to do it, because a lot of these doctors are not as authentic as they should be. And that's how I got to the stage of the devil in a white coat, because of my experience with a doctor who was high on cocaine doing surgery.
I was reading your bio, and when I saw drugs and cocaine, I was like, wait a minute, we're talking about my doctor. And then when you just came on, and I was telling Sherilyn that I was my doctor gave me some muscle some muscle some muscle relaxers. Listen, my eyes got real big. I'm like, wait a minute, what? So how did you determine that your doctor was on drugs? Oh, this is not
was originally, which he's dead and gone. I'm going to say his name, Dr. Hardiman, who was my original doctor. He was the doctor who was treating me. But just one day when I went after work to, for my regular visit, there was a sign on the door. And it stated that all of Dr. Hardiman's patients go to the 6th floor. Well, me thinking, at 26 years old, well, he got a bigger office. That wasn't that wasn't it at all. He ended up selling me and several other patients to this doctor who didn't have license. And he sold his license to that doctor and pretty much sold his patients. It's like medical slavery, medical trafficking.
How can
you some cash and you take my patient and I'm gone?
How can another doctor just take over another doctor's license? Aren't they issued to that original doctor in his name?
Yes, ma'am, they are. And he was paying him to come in, and he was paying him to sign his name on the surgery records.
Wait. He was paying your wait, hold on. Your doctor, the other doctor was paying your doctor to sign his name as if he did the surgery.
Yes.
So was the second doctor an actual doctor?
The second doctor had, pretty much, he had a PhD, and he wasn't licensed to do surgery because he had lost his license because he had killed so many people. I found out later on. So he bought that doctor out and bought all of his patients along with his license, so he could practice and make money as doing surgery. And he only knows one surgery. He knew one surgery, and that's what he did on hundreds of people.
And what surgery was that he did?
He did on me a laminectomy with fusion ×3. He did it 3 times in the same spot.
Wait, what is that?
But that's dealing with your back and your spine, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's the lower lumbar, the L, like above the tailbone area. Mm-hmm. He fused it. He took bone graft off of the other bones and patted it like a little concrete barrier. And my understanding was when I went into surgery that I was going to have some type of where you scrape off the bone fragments off of your tailbone, or that'll alleviate the pain for pinched nerve. But being that he only knew one surgery, I went in and came out with a fusion with a number of screws, a number of rods, and the rods and the screws were pinching me from the inside out. Oh, he even put a machine inside of me that wasn't FDA approved, that he had to take out 6 months later because it had formed a large cyst.
So what was the machine for?
It was supposed to be a nerve stimulator. But it wasn't approved.
Okay,
at that time.
So the doctor who brought you as a patient, he never did any surgery on you? Or
one who was my original doctor, no. He never did any surgery on me. He just signed the paperwork. I later found out the reason why he sold his practice is because he was addicted to drugs. An older man, he was addicted to alcohol and pills.
So evidently he wasn't even reading these reports. He was just signing them.
He was falsifying records.
Wow, that is so dangerous.
Yeah, he could get falsified records so he could get paid, from the insurance company.
And they're both in jail now, right?
So nobody else. I hate that we got this. We can't hear each other and we're jumping on each other. But Dr. Brenda, I'm so confused. So I'm trying to be clear because I know if I'm confused, somebody else is confused as well. So your original doctor sold you to another doctor who was also addicted to drugs and alcohol.
Yes, he was addicted to cocaine. That was his favorite, cocaine.
Cocaine. Okay.
It's all
And then the doctor he sold you to, did he do the surgery on you? Or did your original doctor do the surgery?
The doctor he sold me to, the one who was incompetent.
Supposedly.
He didn't. Yeah, he didn't pass. It took him a long time to pass the bar, the medical board. Um, the surgeries that he did perform, people bled out. Um, I did research. We've done a documentary. There's been people who family members went in to see their parents after they passed away. And one guy explained to me that his father was covered in blood and his tongue was hanging all the way down to the ground. And the doctor told him, "See my attorney." He killed several people. I mean, and the only reason he's still out there, or he's in Switzerland or wherever he may be, is because of his money.
Okay. Sure.
That was my next question. Is he's in jail? But evidently not. He's in Switzerland. So
Right.
What about the original doctor? Is he in?
Ended up when I actually went to the DA's office and filed a report about the doctor being pretty much trying to take my life because he wanted to do a fourth surgery. The Dr. Hardiman, I kept asking for Dr. Hardiman. I wanted, if he's the one signing the paperwork and the surgery release forms, let me see Dr. Hardiman. So when they rolled me into surgery, I said, I'm not going into surgery until I see the Dr. Hardiman. And they said, he's right there. And they were right. He was on the gurney on the other side in the operating room, drunk on the gurney. But they knocked me out. Yeah, it's been proven. Everything that's in my book has been proven, and there's records that show that this doctor has done these things.
So there is nothing that could be done to the doctor who bought you? Because the doctor you said who your original doctor was, he's deceased, correct?
Yes. But the doctor who's in my book, the Dr. Evil, he's still alive, and I've been working to try to get Congress to help me have these doctors drug tested before surgery, and also, make it random, because we're trusting these people with our lives. They're prescribing us the wrong medication. They're giving us medicine that is going to hurt us. Then they're telling our family members things that aren't true. They're putting that family members are dying from heart attacks or heart disease when all along it's a medical mistake. So there's rules that need to be made by the Texas Medical Board to help us people who are out here on the streets and dependent on their doctor.
So who do you go to next about this? Wait a minute. Don't answer that question. Don't answer that one. The question is, how do we not? Oh, we can't, because he's in Switzerland, you said, right? That doctor is no longer here. So the only other fight that you have is what you're saying is that we need to have these doctors tested prior to surgery, doing surgery on someone else.
Yes, because I just recently had surgery, and the doctor who did my surgery, he was very knowledgeable about. Oh, he was knowledgeable about my book and what I'd been through because I've been with those people 8, 9 years. So they knew about my phobias, going to sleep, and all this different stuff. With this doctor, he was the only doctor I pretty much trusted to put me to sleep. This group of people, and when I woke up, septic shock, and they gave me septic shock and ended up sending me home pretty much to die. But
Really?
I was the book came out in the end of September. They found out about it in October and scheduled my surgery for November. And November 20th is when I went into septic shock. Found out he poisoned me with E. coli during surgery. So is there a hit on me? You know, because this doctor is Dr. Sheffy. This doctor is known for putting hits on people.
Putting hits?
So, yeah, he was being sued. He's been sued 78 times. And one of the people that he was suing, one of the attorneys, he had a hit put on her where people shot at her, and she knew it was him because she had just argued with his attorneys. When there's an article that came out with the Texas Observer about me, it was September 12th and October 12th of 2022. And it explains everything. The Texas Observer did all the research. The producer, Kate Gallagher, she's been the one who went through all of the PTSD and flashbacks that I had to deal with when we did the documentary. But the only reason the ID channel didn't take the documentary is because he didn't go to jail.
Okay,
so they're interested. I've been contacted by producers from Netflix, but he's not in jail. And it's not too late because I was told that by him purchasing me and me not having a choice to say, okay, this is the doctor I want to see, me thinking that, you know, this is my doctor, he's going to transfer to this bigger office. I should have signed paperwork stating that this is the doctor that I choose to see, not someone that I was sold to. You know, it was like my civil rights were violated. So that's what I've been also looking into, how to get someone to help me file against this doctor for my civil rights. Because
let me ask this question. Girl, wait. So the doctor who's not present had 78 cases against him. Who in the hell was running that board that allowed 78 cases to come against one person and they do nothing about it? So it looked like you should be able to go back to them and they should be sued as well.
the Texas, I cannot find anyone who will go up against the Texas Medical Board, even though they were incompetent. They allowed, excuse me, they allowed a monster to practice as a doctor and take lives on a weekly basis and cripple and maim people, and they did nothing about it. just gave him a slap on the hand because his father was a big time attorney, so I mean, he got away with murder, literally speaking. He got away with murder.
Yeah.
So I'm not that person that settles and say, oh, I'm just glad I'm alive. No, I want to see some change.
Right.
I do. I'm glad. Go ahead, Shirley.
So, Dr. Brenda, how are you doing now?
I have been in recovery for months. I found out that the doctor who put my hip replacement in, because when he did the back surgery, it was like all my joints below the back, below my waist, had a heart attack. So I had to have joint replacement. But the doctor who did my hip replacement, I found out he put it in like an upside down kind of way.
Girl, so what?
So Dr. Brenda, let me ask you this question. After you had these surgeries that were totally jacked up, because this happened to my sister. She went to a doctor and she had a jacked up surgery. But when she tried to go to another doctor to have it fixed, they really didn't want to do surgery behind this because they didn't want to go in and find what this doctor had done wrong. They didn't want to do surgery behind him. So did you experience that?
Yes, as I'm dealing with that right now. What I have one doctor, which is a pain management doctor, who I feel really cares. But I it's hard for me to trust doctors at this point. I deal with so much pain. The pain is so fierce that I hate that I'm missing out on so much. But this doctor went in through my buttock and put in my hip replacement. And you're supposed to go through the hip and put in the hip replacement. So when the doctors, when I went into shock for the last time when I was leaving here, they rushed me to the hospital. And when they looked at the hip, they said they couldn't believe that someone had actually put my hip in that way. It's like upside down kind of way. And he went in through the buttock. So he didn't know what he was doing. And so, yes, I am looking and seeking some type of what's the word? Masseur.
Oh,
now he told me, he looked in my face and told me, you got blood poisoning. And I just recently got paperwork back saying that I have to go and be treated. I have to go and be retested because it's a possibility I could have blood cancer. So if that's the case, I didn't have that before he put me in septic shock. So somebody's gonna.
I don't even know what to say. I'm so shocked on this right here. I am really.
So while you're looking for words, let's please take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Oh my goodness! Hi, this is Sherilyn Fisher, and I am so excited about Joyful Playhouse. Let me tell you what Joyful Playhouse is. It's a funplex center, but it's like no other funplex center in the Houston and surrounding areas. We will be dedicated to children with disabilities and special needs. Not only we have services for the children, but we will have services for the families and the siblings. Joyful Playhouse needs your assistance. Will you please go to our website, www.joyfulplayhouse.com. There you will find a QR code to make contributions, and there's also a link where you can sign up to volunteer. That is www.joyfulplayhouse.com, and you can also find us on all social media at joyfulplayhouse.com. I'm excited, and I want you to get excited with us. So come on aboard to joyfulplayhouse.com.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, we're back.
And we have a great topic today, and we need everybody out there to join in on this to help us find some type of
Resolution,
resolution
solution,
for Dr. Brenda.
answers.
It's yeah, how where to go, how to get there quickly, because this baby can't go through nothing else. So Brenda, who are your Congress people, senators? Have you spoke to any of them?
Can you say it again? I'm sorry.
Have you spoke to any of your Congress, your senators? Have you spoke to anyone?
Um, the only people I've been working with, because I tried getting to Congress and senators and mayors and things like that, but it hadn't been very. I haven't been very successful. So I've gone above and beyond and went to the FBI, and they've been working with me on bringing a case against him.
Good, good.
Oh, okay. All right. As Sherlyn just said, good, good. However, all these people that we know who walk around in Houston, um, different Congress people, the mayor, eh, have you knocked on their doors?
Well, I just started walking again, so I plan on pretty much knocking on some doors. And I went to a couple of people. I have the mayor in my book when I went to him, and it's in the book. You would have to read what he told me, but that was a no go because he was friends with the person. So I have just been fighting on my own. And the more, and like I said, I do crisis calls. So the crisis calls that I do is pretty much therapy for me.
Okay, so let me
It
ask
helps
you
me take.
this. The mayor that you went to that said no, was that our past mayor or that the current mayor?
Past mayor. He told me I was a damn fool if I wanted to sue this great orthopedic surgeon. I would be a damn fool, and hung the phone up in my face.
Okay, tell me again who told you that? Who did that?
The mayor, the past mayor.
And I
So
confronted him.
Fix your face. Fix your face. Oh my God.
So
Yep, he did. So when
are you
I
for
saw
sure
him,
he's in Switzerland? Because
well,
Switzerland is an extradition country. So you know he
well,
there.
he went from Switzerland to Colorado, and he has a penthouse here in Houston, in the River Oaks area.
all right, so now here's the question. Our current mayor, have you sent him an email that you would like to speak with him or have a moment with him in reference?
And I have not gotten a response yet. I know he's very busy. He has a lot to do. So, I'm just being patient. I'm really being patient because I still have, I still have to work with the women of domestic violence, and I still have to answer these calls. So when they find the time and when I'm ready, because I'm trying to go and be a little more calmer when I speak about this person, this doctor, because it took me a long time to get to this place. I've driven to where he lived. I wasn't looking for him. So it took me a long time to get to this place of peace.
Betty Branch wants to know if you looked at have you looked at an injury attorney?
I have. Trust me, I do not trust any attorneys in Houston. Lord, sorry y'all, but it seems the last attorney I had that tried to help me sue him told me he's going to offer $50,000 and you better take it, or I'm gonna take whatever you get and use it in the case. And before I could leave there, they had to call the ambulance for me because I was so sick. And the judge who presided over all of his cases, she pretty much told me, yeah, you have to take this money. So either take this or don't take anything.
So Betty says that you need to get a advocate and an advisor, and I think that's some good advice. But you have to know where he is.
Right.
You have to be able to put your finger on him in order to. If you're doing all this research and you can't find him, an advocate and an advisor are not going to work as hard as you are.
I agree because I have worked hard. I mean, I've been in Reader's Digest, the Houston Chronicle. I've been in every news outlet there is. But now is the time to bring this man down. I feel like if, I had a doctor who, this doctor had someone at his office selling prescription pads and signing the doctor's name. Now, I knew this doctor for over 15 years. He wasn't there doing it, but someone in his office was. They gave that doctor 10 years in prison. Mm-hmm. At the same time, this doctor was going and cutting people open, killing these people, and he's never spent not one day in prison.
Dang.
Now, those two, one is white and one is black. It's white privilege and black, plain and simple.
Yeah.
I know a black doctor that went to prison for. He was actually selling his prescription pads. Yeah, he was actually signing them, putting the prescriptions on them, and selling them. So he was actually selling prescriptions. So, and he's in jail he's in prison to this day.
Well, I don't even know. It's the first time that I can say that I'm lost.
Lost for words. Brenda Scott, lost for words. Whoa.
I'm truly lost, but I want to be found though. I'm not just here to be lost, Doc, because something has to be done. Because, like I just said earlier, my doctor gave me no muscle spasm. Relaxers, and I'm like, no, I can't take those. Did you not have a sense of no? I don't think I should be doing this particular surgery. Or did you ask to get another second opinion, third opinion, or anything such as that?
As far as doctors,
yes,
I've had up to on my back. Yes, I've had up to maybe 10 opinions at one time. I've went to doctor after doctor after doctor. I've made sure this is what was needed. But the first time surgery was done, he had a chiropractor in his office. You don't go anywhere else but his office. Once you enter, everything you need is right there. Physical therapy, chiropractor, OBGYN, you name it. He had all of these people as an umbrella in his office. He didn't want you to see anybody else.
We see why.
Right.
So, yeah.
But,
yeah.
So he didn't want you to see anyone else, but your mind thinking didn't say, "Hey, I'm out of here. You're not going to be my doctor anymore. I'm going somewhere else." Did you not research him outside of his office and go to other people and say, "Hey, how do you like Dr. I just say Sherilyn, Dr. Fisher?" Did you not do any of those things, Dr. Brenda?
Yes, I did. And let me tell you, everybody that I went to in they call it Midtown area, the outskirts of the medical center,
yeah,
they would say, "Oh, he's a good doctor." I mean, everybody gave him praise because everybody was there together. It was money. He would send you to a doctor who would give you a second and a third opinion. They all would concur with him because they knew him. And these people were partying together. They were partying and spending summer and doing all of this.
But I'm still stuck on you though, Dr. Brenda, that you didn't say, "I want to go outside of Dr. Fisher." I'm not asking you for your permission. I'm going to Dr. Scott and say, "Hey, I have this problem going on. What do you think?" Or, did you not step outside of the box where he was? Because it sounds like you stayed on his side with, okay, so here's a second opinion. No, second opinions, I'm going to another doctor outside of you.
And the only thing they would say is that your fusion is solid. And I say, well, what's going on with my back? Well, I can't tell you because I didn't do surgery on it. Other doctors are not going to go against other
And they're going to
doctors.
go against one another.
No, they won't do it. That's why you can't find really a lot of attorneys that will sue other attorneys. You can't find other doctors that'll go behind other doctors and do surgery or even treat you, or because right now, even with the pharmacies are like that now. You can't go to another pharmacy after leaving this pharmacy. I went to another doctor after a doctor. This doctor, I even went to one of the doctors that the Department of Justice sent me to, and they told me you're going to have to get used to this. This is the way you are now.
So let me ask you this question. How many surgeries did you have before you realized something's not right?
On the third surgery, I realized something's not right. It was the third surgery because the first surgery, he put in hardware that wasn't supposed to be there. When I went to try to the medical center to see if I could get someone other than him to treat me, they told me no, because he put this in, he has to take it out. Okay, so I had to go back to him. On the second surgery, he was supposed to take out the hardware and leave it just as is. But what he did was he went back in, redid the fusion, and put in more hardware, a level up.
Dang.
So me thinking, okay, now this is not making any sense. Something is sticking me. Come to find out, the screws were sticking me inside of my, I guess my bladder area. Something was sticking me. So I was forced to have him do the third surgery. That's when I said, okay, where's Dr. Hardiman? Because Dr. Hardiman is signing the paperwork. I want to see Dr. Hardiman. So I told him I'm not going into surgery until I see Dr. Hardiman. Dr. Hardiman, they got him there. They said he's right over there. When I went to look for him, they put me out. When I woke up in my room, Dr. Hardiman came into the room. Now, the first thing you're not supposed to do is smoke cigarettes after surgery because it slows down the healing. Dr. Hardiman was dirty. He looked like he was sleeping under a bridge. He had an odor. And I'm like, you did surgery on me with all of this on you? He looked like he had blood splatter on him. And he had a cigarette behind his ear and a pack in his pocket. So I said, give me a cigarette. And he just took the cigarette behind his ear. I said, I'm not going to say what I said, but took it from behind his ear. And I said, what are my instructions for going home? He said, don't go home and do nothing stupid. And that was it.
Well,
and I never saw him.
Okay, all right, okay. So I've had a couple of surgeries. And before you have your surgery, they come, and if they're going to do your right leg, they put a mark on your right leg. And so they'll know, they say, which leg are we operating? Okay, you're operating on my right leg. Right. And then they give you the paper and you read it and say, this is what we're going to do in surgery. And then they'll have but let's say when I had my fibroid tumors removed and I had a history of cancer, they told me, but if we go in and we see something cancerous, do we have your permission to remove it? And all of this is spelled out on this paper that I have to sign. So when you went to your surgery, didn't they spell out exactly what they was going to do? If he was supposed to go and take out all the hardware and not put anything else in, was that on your paperwork?
What was on my paperwork?
Okay, so that
totally different.
Went in and did something totally different.
Without your permission.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Without my permission.
This is so scary. This is just so scary.
Without my permission.
Here's my I'm with you, Sherilyn. All of the procedures, all the steps. Now, did the doctor come in and say, hey, this is Dr. Fisher, Dr. Brenda. we're gonna do this and we're looking forward to doing that, and so on and so on. Did the doctor show up before the surgery?
That's what I always waited on. They would knock me out before that. And I told them, I was like, hey, I'm not going to sleep again until I see the doctor. Where's the doctor? And they would never let me see who my doctor was.
And you
until
couldn't
I
get up at
refused.
that point?
No, she was under the anesthesia, right?
No, because she
But they
did-
give you IVs. They start your IV, and then they say, we're going to give you something to help you relax. Now, their version of relax is different from my version of relax. My version of relax is just something to calm you down just a little, the anxiety. No, they give you something to completely knock you out. They'll wake you up, and then your surgery's through, and you're like, where's the doctor? He was here. He's not here anymore. And this is what the whole deal was throughout the whole, not just my surgery, other people's surgeries too.
So y'all never saw this doctor first before he did the surgery. That's the part that I'm having a hard time with. Is
No,
that he did not come in and say, hey, patient, this surgery is going to take approximately da 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 da, and we're going to be okay. Are you okay?
No.
Girl, I got my ass out of
there. Hold on to that thought, Linda. Let's do a commercial. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, this is your girl, Linda Scott. I am here to introduce you to Linda S. Jury 1426. Now, some of you know me, some of you don't. But if you don't know me, get to know me. Check out and scan the QR code below. Look at the inventory. I made this. God created. I put it together. See you soon. Girl, I'm sitting here trying to get a drink, and I ain't even at the liquor store. Oh, welcome back, everybody, because I'm. This is crazy. This is crazy.
But after your surgery, usually after your surgery, your doctor come in and say, well, Ms. Fisher, everything went real well, and we did ABC, and the nurse is going to come in and give you your instructions to go home. You're going to stay here a couple of days, or you're going home today. That didn't happen either?
That's when Sheffy would come in, the deadly doctor. He would come in and say, Dr. Hardiman did a such and such surgery. It came out successful. We're going to put you on antibiotics, and Dr. Hardiman will be here to see you. But he would never come. I'd stay a week, and I say, well, when am I going to see Dr. Hardiman? Oh, he was here this morning doing surgery. The nurses lied. Everybody lied for this doctor. This is what they had to do.
Which hospital were you in? Which hospital were you in? Can you reveal that?
Oh yes, it was Doctors Hospital Tidwell at that time. Now it's UMC.
Okay, hold that bottle, because I need to get a real drink. I need somebody to. Brenda, I am so sorry that this happened to you. I don't even know. I'm sorry. I'm truly lost. I don't know what direction that we will be able to go. How, but I do know, as you know, that something needs to be done.
Definitely.
But where do we go? Where do we seek help at? If there's anyone out here that can tell us where to go, please advise her on what to do, because this is like I don't know, because I think if you was my sibling, girl, I'd be in jail, because I've been killed somebody about my.
Where do you even start?
I have no clue, Doc, where to send you. I have no clue. But we're here to help you. But I don't even know.
We don't know how to help you, but we can do some research. We can ask. We know a lot of people. We can kind of ask around and see what we can find to see if we can find someone to help you.
I want justice.
I know it's really hard. It's really hard to see somebody in the medical field, because even when you call attorneys who advertise that they do medical malpractice, before you even get to that point, they're gonna find out if they have a case. They're not gonna even, they're gonna ask you a whole bunch of questions. to a nurse practitioner, somebody, before they even take your case. So it's really, really hard to sue somebody in the medical field. It's not impossible, but it's really, really hard.
And it should be okay. So it should be impossible on your particular case, Dr. Brenda, because you've already said this man have had 78 cases against him. There's nothing too hard for God. We know that first, but it shouldn't be nothing too hard for these attorneys to jump on this and say, "Hey, this is totally unacceptable. We gotta fight for this young lady." There, if you have 78 cases, 78 records somewhere saying that this man done this, there's nowhere in hell that an attorney cannot see past not helping you. Now that's just my thought.
And not just attorneys, the congressmen, the senators, the mayor
should have been able to jump on this
should have been jumped on this by now.
And I know we probably sound crazy to you, Brenda, and we do apologize because the flesh is overseeing all of this that you're going through, and we honestly wish that we could put something in your hand right now. So, girl, but Jesus, that's all I can say is but Jesus.
Yeah.
But Jesus.
I was on your Instagram today, and I seen where your garage sale had been canceled, and now I know why. Because I was going to ask you, what now? I understand perfectly, because I know your garage sales and your fundraisers and all that help a lot of people with domestic violence. So that was my thought, was why is she canceling? But I perfectly understand now why it's been canceled.
Yeah.
Well, I have a great support system. So, we're still going to do the garage sale. It's just, I have to just get, I'm doing so much with the family counseling, with the other clients that I have, and helping the people who call, and the women of violence, the women who just want to talk, those who are going through, help with suicide prevention, and people who are just depressed. I try to help them let them know that they are important, and if they ever need anybody to talk to, that I'm here. And I can't put them in hotels because, like, I haven't been able to get out and fundraise or acquire sponsors because I haven't been able to walk. So I've missed out on quite a bit, and it eats away at me because I know that I love to help people, and I can't save the world, but I can at least save one family at a time. But I'm sorry, it's just been
But you need to be saved now, Doc.
Right.
You need to be saved. It's time. It's time for people to reach out to you and help you, sweetie. And I'm not trying to say no, you can't help nobody else. You can't do this. You can't do this. I understand, but right now, Doc, you need to get some stuff going for yourself. We need to get some kind of something going on to assist you with this particular matter. When you started out with this doctor, you was walking, you was doing what you needed to do, and you was helping the world, and you was saving that one family at a time. Now it's time for us to jump in and say we got to save you.
Dr. Brenda,
at a time.
My mom told me a long time ago that you can't take care of anybody. You can't do nothing for anybody unless you take care of yourself. Yes. And I understand your heart. I understand that you want to help people. But right now, you need to take care of you. You need to get back where you're walking, where you need to make yourself a priority for right now.
Yes.
And whatever it is we can do to help you, we will do. We're going to ask around. We're going to do some research. Now, I was raised in Fifth Ward. Me and Pookie and them can go find them for you.
So Doc, what we need to do is get together because I don't want you to try to drive over here. I don't want you to try to walk nowhere, but we need to get together. There's Zoom. There's everything that we can get on these Zoom calls, and we got to get together and do some things. We got to make something happen for you to show your appreciation of all that you have done in the community and for the community, and that you're still doing and in the shape that you're in. So we need, I know you're busy, but one day next week that we need to get together via phone call or something to say, hey, let's try to do this, let's try to do that.
And also, doctor, there are a lot of organizations and a lot of women who are doing the same thing you're doing, and we need to partner.
Yes.
You know, we need to partner
Yes.
together. You can't do it right now. You know, you can't do everything you want to do right now.
Correct.
But there's some organizations out there who are doing it, and let's just partner together and put your 5 cents with my 5 cents. Let's make a dime. You know, we got to get together.
Exactly. And we have to be able to stand up and do that. We have to know that we cannot do it by ourselves, doctor. You cannot do it by yourself. You have to take the advice that Sherilyn just gave you. We have to partner with each other, because if you partner with Sherilyn, that's great. And then Sherilyn partner with somebody else, that's great. We still saving that 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5 families. You know what I'm saying? So we have to, baby. We gotta get together, and we gotta see who else is doing whatever else that they're doing in the same capacity, and make all this help that come together. We gotta help each other, because Houston is a big place. Houston is bigger than some states. So I know we have to have people here who can assist us, sponsor you in doing some things to help yourself.
So Dr. Brenda, where can we buy your book?
The book is available on Amazon, in Barnes and Noble, Kindle. You can get it anytime you want on Barnes and Noble, Amazon, and Kindle. And it's called A Devil in a White Coat by Dr. Brenda Phillips. Yes, and it's an easy read, and it's actually a self-help book to let you know that make sure you have family with you when you're going to see the doctor, because sometimes you can meet the person that I met, a devil in a white coat.
You see, that's why I always take people with me to the doctor. I ain't Sherilyn laughing, but I'm scary. And I'll tell you my ignorant part of this 66 years of living.
She real scary. I don't sit there with her many a day.
I don't know. I need Sherilyn. What did he just say? You cannot take me to a doctor's office by myself. To my grandson, I say thank you to him for going with me, because what he said, what he want Granny to do, what this medicine for? Brenda, my heart is with you. I love you. Whatever I can do, sweetie, we're here for you. And I honestly and truly believe that we need to bring you back again.
Right.
Because we
need to get you walking again.
Yeah, it's too much that you need to tell us, and it's too much that we need now go back and research and what we can do for you as well. So our platform is your platform. As we tell everybody, please don't hesitate. We're not
please
here
reach out.
And we're here to help whatever the situation is that
but we're going to reach out to you. We're going to be reaching out to you.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what to do. So we're going to ask you, what do you need from us? We're going to reach out to you so you can tell us what we need, and so we can help you whichever way we can.
So much.
You're more than welcome. And the question is not that we're going to reach out to you. We are reaching out to you right now at this moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, all our viewers, please, whatever you can, she's reaching out. We're reaching out to say, how can we assist her with this matter? So we take this time out to say thank you for joining the Golden Square podcast with a where the gold is pure.
The gold is pure.
It's pure. We're pure. That's what we are here. So we're
and
here.
Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and subscribe and like.
And share it, and we'll see you all real soon. Dr. Brenda, we're here for you, love, and we love you. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.